hey, yeah. All right, YouTube. What's up? This is your boy Tay back with another video. Today we have a shoulders and arms day that we did at Planet Fitness. This workout is going to be an in and out workout. So if you're short on time and you just don't like being at the gym that long, this is a 45-minute workout. Honestly, it could even be 40 minutes. And if we add, 20 minutes of cardio, it's about an hour long workout. But yeah, we're going to be doing some shoulders and arms today. Hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do love the video, go ahead and like it and subscribe for me if you want to. And let's get right to it. Let's see what we got here today. Okay. Again, shoulders and biceps day today. Now right here, we're starting off with a rear delt fly. Now this machine isn't the best machine. And the reason I say that is because, and I'm not saying, a rear delt fly machine in general or as a whole is not the best. I'm saying Planet Fitness's rear delt fly isn't the best. And the reason that I'm saying that is because it angles upwards, right? It angles like this, and you're kind of pulling down. Where I'd rather it be straight, and you're coming directly into that rear delt. But what I found is that if you put your butt as far back as you possibly can, so if you see here, my butt, and I can move this here, right? You can see my butt is leaning. I'm kind of arcing at an angle, right? Which makes it so that I am technically going horizontally. So that's just a little trick that I would try out if you're not feeling it that well at the Planet Fitness rear delt fly machine. And then right here, just another angle of that fly. You can see what I mean here when I say I lean forward, right? I'm butt out leaning forward. I'm not sitting all the way up on that front pad. And then on this rear delt fly, I did 4 sets of failure, which is very unusual for me. But the reason that I do 4 sets of failure for rear delt flies is 2 reasons. The first reason is that this machine is almost always taken when I'm trying to go use it. So I have to skip rear delts because I don't feel like switching up, what I'm doing for rear delts that day. The second reason is because I only hit rear delts once a week. Probably should do it, 2 sets one day and 2 sets another day for more frequency, but I just like doing them all together. All right, so right here we have a shoulder press. This machine is a phenomenal machine, and I'm not saying it's phenomenal for Planet Fitness. It's phenomenal compared to any shoulder press machine I've used, and I've been to plenty of gyms. Now, the reason that I believe it's such a good machine is, 1, it's smooth, but 2, the positioning of the handles and where the seat is, it feels almost perfect. You have the perfect leverage where you can push heavy weight, but you don't feel any of that pain. So if you're hitting shoulders, I definitely recommend incorporating this if you're going to Planet Fitness. Okay, so right here I did 3 sets of shoulder press today, or that day, which was yesterday. I did 2 sets of 5 to 6. I played around with the full stack of the weights, and then I did 1 set of 120. So about 2 weights up from the full stack. The full stack on this machine, and I will say that's the only downfall of the machine, is that it's a little light. So you can see here I'm doing the full stack here, and I'm doing it with ease. I would love for them to have a maybe even a 160 or 170, so I can really push and have somewhere to improve to, because this will get to a point where I just got to go sit on that Smith machine and do a shoulder press, because this just won't be heavy enough, right? And when I say not heavy enough, I just mean to my standards. But you can see here I'm really controlling the tempo, and look how deep I'm getting, right? I'm not doing a shoulder press where I'm stopping here. I'm really overemphasizing. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but I'm saying that I like doing it, and I've noticed the most gain doing it. Okay, so what do we have next here? Okay, so we just have, this is that last set I was speaking about. See here. So this is the set where I lowered the weight a little bit, and then I did about, I believe I did about 8 reps. Let's see here. That's 3, 4, and look at the control. Every rep looks the same, even though I can tell you it's harder each rep. I'm making it identical. because and the reason that you do that is because when you come back that next week and you feel that, and this is a sign of progressive overload, right? If I come here next week and I get 9 reps, but I felt my 9th rep was not the same tempo, not the same speed, well, I know I didn't really progressive overload if this week I did 8 reps, all good tempo. I know I progressive overload when I did 9 reps, all good tempo, right? So it's the little nuances. Now, these little things, I do want to say, don't matter if you're just starting out lifting or you're happy where you're at. But these little things do come into play when you're trying to build more muscle after you've been training for a while. Hey man, I just gave you a hidden gem. Get to it. So that's just something to think about. Okay, right here I have a lateral raise. Now, today, this is my split is upper, lower, shoulders and biceps, rest, upper, lower. Now this is my second lateral raise I've done this week. The last lateral raise, which is on my last video, go check that out if you want to see a really good upper day with some good information in there. But yeah, this lateral raise I did a little lighter. I did 25 pounds, and then I did it seated because seated I found that it's easier to keep strict form without thinking about it. Right? If you're sitting down, your body just wants to sit more strict versus if you're standing up, you want to swing a little, and that's natural, right? So I just stayed here, lighter weight, in really strict form, and I'm not sure if you can see this, so I'm almost coming under my legs on the lateral raise. When I come under the legs, I can really feel my middle delt activating, and this is just a preference thing. I'm pretty sure if you do a study of one trained lifter dropping it below his knees, and then another trained lifter it's going to be no difference in the muscle gain. So it's complete preference. I always like to say, if you train how you like training, it's going to keep you training. Okay. Yeah, and that set looked good there. All right, so next we have some standing bicep curls. I believe I did single arm. Right here, I think I'm playing around with the 50s, maybe the 45s. I really don't remember. But you can see here, I mean, I don't think there's a lot to explain on a curl, right? Make sure you're staying strict. Make sure you're not over leaning that shoulder forward. And, squeeze and control it on the way down. I mean, curl is simple. Okay, right here, just a quick pump check. We can definitely tell that I'm getting leaner. I've been in a cut for about a month and a half now. I dropped from about 235, and I woke up this morning at 219. So down 16 pounds. 8 pounds is probably water weight. 8 pounds is likely body fat. Don't believe I'm losing muscle because I'm training pretty hard. I better not be, or it'd be a waste of time. But yeah, right here I'm just doing some standing curls again. And the reason I can tell I'm getting leaner is because I can see that separation coming in my shoulders and biceps. And I didn't explain it in the beginning of the video. The reason that I do shoulders and biceps on top of my upper lower is because shoulders and biceps, and not so much shoulders anymore. I just always thought it was, but not so much shoulders. But shoulders and biceps are my weak points. Biceps are my really weak point. And I think it's because my triceps over dominate them, so it makes them look smaller. But I really do want to grow my biceps the most, and I want to grow my shoulders as well. Now my shoulders, we can look back at that clip. My shoulders don't look bad, obviously, but you could always be wider. You know what I meant by that. You know what I mean? You could always do, yeah. Okay, right here we have a bicep curl. You can see I'm going back and forth from single arm to both arms, and that's literally just because I wanted to. This is what I was feeling today. And yeah, I did 3 sets here. I did each set to failure. Failure for me is usually around 6 to 10 reps. So I do a weight that I know I'm going to fail around 6 to 10 reps, right? And if I get to a point where I do it and I can tell that weight is, I'm getting 12, 13 reps, well, then I know I need to go up weight. I mean, I don't think it's rocket science to understand that. We don't want to overcomplicate it, right? All right, so next we have a preacher curl. Now, on this preacher curl, I did 2 sets of, I believe I was aiming for 6. I went really heavy today, and I did that. I'm going heavy because I enjoy going heavy every now and then on a curl variation. Maybe it's optimal, maybe it's not, but it's what I enjoy doing, and it keeps me in the gym, and I believe that's more optimal than both of those things I said. So you can see I'm really squeezing at the top, but I'm still controlling it, even though it's some heavy weight, right? I'm pushing, but I think I could have did another rep there. Honestly, no, I probably would have failed, and I just didn't feel like it was necessary. Okay, so right here we got another angle. Yeah, as you can see, I'm playing around with the 140s. Let's see how many reps I get here. Just off my tempo now, I'm guessing I'm getting around 4 reps. That's just my guess. That's 4. That's 4.5. Okay, so I did a drop set here, which is very unusual for me. I don't usually do drop sets because, quite frankly, it's unnecessary. If you're gonna do a drop set, rest an extra minute and then do another set, right? The drop set might give you a better pump, right? But pump doesn't equate to muscle. Pump is an indicator that muscle is being gained, but pump does not equal muscle. Meaning, if you're doing a workout for a pump, well, you're basically saying you're doing a workout not for muscle, but for blood flow, which doesn't really make sense if you want to gain some muscle. And then this is just cardio. And I kept this here because I wanted you to see that you should be wiping machines at Planet Fitness. And yeah, that was the workout for the day. Yeah, we'll catch you next time at 5 a.m.